Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and I know I haven't done a video in a while. I've been very ill and having seizures and just not doing well. But that's not why I'm here to talk to you today. I bought this Cut & Boss, and I've had it for almost 2 months, but I told you that I have been really sick. So for the first month, I opened it up when I got it. I was so excited, and I had my daughter plug it in and hook it all up for me, it's just one plug in the back here for the electricity, the power plug. But I didn't use it for the first 30 days or the first month, because I was so sick. And then last month I used it once and it got stuck, and it had one of my magnolia dyes, and I was like, oh no, we have got to get this out. So I called the company, and the man said that occasionally would happen, and he told me how to get it to come out, and I did that. Well, the other day I was making invitations for my niece's baby shower, and I'm so sick and my joints are hurting so bad that I was so thankful. I thought, oh, thank God I don't have to use my big shot, because I just didn't think that I would have the strength to crank all of those invitations out. And so I went and I started using the Cut & Boss, and it ran first part through fine, and then about halfway through it just kept stopping, and I got really frustrated, and I was like, ready to scream. And so I was like, all right, Sherry, then you just take a break. And so I did, and then I came back to it and I started using it again, and it worked fine. And I thought, that night before I went to bed, I thought, all right, as long as it works fine in the morning, I won't have a problem. I thought, but if it keeps stopping on me, I'm going to call the company where I bought it from, which was Create and Craft. And I'll put that on the screen here so that you can see the name of the company. And so I got up the next morning to finish the invitations. I made, I can't show you, it was a mason jar, and all I had to do the next morning was cut the silver tops up here. And so I went to start putting them through, and it started stopping immediately. So I called Create and Craft and told them that I there was something wrong with my machine, and I needed to have them replace it. Well, they said they couldn't replace it, that they only had that it only had a 30-day warranty. And I thought, I was like, I knew this was just a customer service person. He doesn't get paid to get yelled at. I said, I would like to speak to one of your managers. And so he comes back on the line, and he said she could call me back in an hour or two. And I said, no, sir. I said, I will stay on hold, and for as long as I need to. I did not raise my voice. I was not mean. I was not yelling. I was not aggressive. I just said that I would stay on the line. And the guy tried, bless his heart. He tried to help me as much as he could, but there was only so much he could do, and the only person who could make that right would be the boss. And so finally, after about 20-30 minutes, the lady comes on the line, and you could tell she was not happy that I had waited online. She wanted to call me back, I guess, when it was convenient for her. And so she proceeded to tell me that it only had a 30-day warranty. So I checked the paperwork. The plates have a 30-day warranty. The machine has a 90-day warranty. And why she just threw a fit and refused to listen to me. So what she wanted me to do was send my machine back. What she wants me to do is send my machine to them. She wants to keep my money, and then they'll decide whether or not to replace my machine. This is create and craft. They'll decide. So they want to have my money and my machine, while I in turn have nothing. Again, I did not raise my voice. I did not say anything bad. I did not say any curse words or anything. And so finally I said, let me get this straight. This is what you want to do. You want to have my money and my machine, and I have nothing. And no guarantee that you're going to fix or replace my machine or give me my money back. And she pretty much said yes, that was the way it was going to have to be. And so, well, I pretty much have no choice but to do that. So they sent me a thing to send back the cutting boss. And I asked her, I said, do you have my email address? Because she was going to email me the thing, so it didn't cost me anything to mail the machine back. And she said yes, that she had it. Well, my email address is needingjesusdaily@hotmail.com. I don't care who has my email address. And she said, oh, Jesus, would that be with a capital J? Like I had been unchristlike or unchristian-like in the way I handled this. And I was so upset because I didn't do anything wrong. I stood my ground. I don't believe that as Christians we are to be doormats for people. And I stood my ground. I did not say anything bad to her. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't curse. Nothing. And she made another comment about me being a so-called Christian. And I said, ma'am, I said, yes, I am a Christian, and needing Jesus daily is my email address. And I said that being a Christian does not mean that we don't get anger, that we are entitled to righteous anger. And the thing is that we are to not sin in our anger. And I said that I did not curse at you. I did not raise my voice to you. I said I did not yell at you. I said, but I do feel that I'm being potentially ripped off by you. And I said, and that is called righteous anger. I have a right to be upset. And that God wants us to be good stewards of our money and to not give someone $200 and the machine and have nothing in return. So, yes, that's how I was treated by Create and Craft yesterday. And whether you're a Christian or not, that's not for me to judge. And it's not my place, and I don't have the time or the energy to wonder or worry about that. That's for God to take care of. And, whether you're a Christian or not, I don't care. I love you however you come. Because that's how we're supposed to be. We're not to judge anybody's lifestyle. We're not to judge other people. We're called to love other people. And hopefully they see something in us that maybe they want. So I was very hurt by what she said. And, what I started to say by this is whether you're a Christian or not, the way these people treated me about wanting my money and my machine is wrong, no matter who you are. And I would discourage any of you from shopping at Create and Craft. And I would definitely, if I was going to buy another one of these machines, and I'm still not sure if I am, maybe this is just a bad one, I don't know. But before I buy another one, it will be somewhere where if I have a problem, it will be at Joann's or Michael's or someplace like that where I have a physical address that I can go back to. But it will not be with Create and Craft. And so, and I encourage you that if you get one of these machines, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how sick you feel, no matter how busy you are for the next month because of work or school or whatever, try that machine out then. Because you don't know that you're not going to be treated the same way I did, because these people don't even know their own warranty. The warranty for 30 days is if you drop a plate and break it. It's not 30 days for the machine. So I encourage you all to, if you purchase this machine, to try it. And if it stops on you even one time, to contact the company or to return it to wherever you got it and tell them that it's messing up. Because I don't want to see anybody stuck with a $200 paperweight that they can't use, especially when they need it because their joints hurt or they have dexterity issues, and they bought this like I did because I'm hurting so bad that this was going to be the way that I could continue to use my dies without having to be a burden more than I already am to my family. So that's my rant about Create and Craft and the Cut and Boss, and I will keep you updated on what happens with this, because at this point I have no choice. They will have my money and they will have my machine with no guarantee that I will get my money back or I will get a new machine. And again, I apologize that I haven't made videos lately. I know most of you know that I have a brain tumor, but things have been really bad lately. I've been having seizures sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a day. And stress like this triggers my illnesses. It triggers the pressure to build up around my brain because of the brain tumor. It causes my Crohn's disease to get worse. And so, I get off the phone from this lady and I'm very upset, and it wasn't 5 minutes later I'm having one of the worst seizures I'd ever had. And which just scares Jesse and Mariah to death, and I feel horrible. I just don't want to see anybody else taken advantage of like I feel like I may possibly be. And so I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted to end this, by crying. But I just don't want to see any of you treated the way I was. Sick or no sick or busy or whatever. try your machine out right away if you get one of these. Do not waste your money at Create and Craft. And I would suggest if you get one of these, get it from a place where if you have a difficulty or a problem with it, that you can take it back to a physical store location. And now I will bring this to a close because I'm not feeling good and I'm hurting and I'm getting upset doing this, and I don't want to have any more seizures. I just want everything to get better. So if you would pray for me, I would appreciate it. And I will put the name again across the screen of where to be wary of purchasing things from Create and Craft. Thanks for visiting me today, guys. And happy crafting. Bye.